That's Big J. Okerson, and we are currently the night of SantaCon.
That's right. We're in the darkness.
We're in the darkness. It's darkness before the light, is what they always say.
We trained for this.
We've trained our entire life for this. No live show today. You're listening to this on a Monday, but we'll be back live tomorrow. This is our recapping of us on our Santa hunt. What started as a gloomy, rainy day.
Yeah.
You saw a bunch of them out.
Yeah, they were. It was amateur hour, nice and early out there.
It starts at like fucking 10 a.m. For those of you that don't know, in New York City, there's a thing called SantaCon once a year, where a bunch of people in their 20s get dressed up as Santa.
Or elves or whatever. Just something festive.
Affiliated and get fucking blackout drunk and basically pollute the streets of New York City. So our plan this year was to get some squirt guns, which Christine, wonderful job getting the squirt guns. Those are some good. They're the in between what I wanted and you wanted.
Yeah.
They're the draw syringe type.
Pump.
But they look like super soakers, and they got some distance on them.
Got a picture out.
Yeah. We have a picture. If you go to the Bonfire SXM on Twitter or Instagram, you'll see what we're talking about.
I got a necklace made of Santa beards.
It was pretty cool.
We took them out. Well, we got all goosed up.
Yeah, we got all geeked up
to go hunting because human hunting.
Yeah, human hunting, the hardest game there is.
We watched. Dan came over today, and we, on a goof, decided to watch Rambo.
Well, I came in with a boner for it. It was a rainy day. I've had I wanted to watch it when it came out in theaters, but I couldn't.
In and out.
It was in and out. Very quick.
And bad reviews.
The writer of the book, First Blood, said that he wanted no affiliation with that movie.
Really?
Wanted nothing to do with it.
Is that true, man?
He said it didn't humanize John Rambo at all.
Well, let's look up that guy's name and call that guy an idiot.
Yeah, because what ended up happening is before we sat down, wonderful hors d'oeuvres and snacks provided by Jay and Christine, really showing me what it means.
That really was Christine, and I got to say, I didn't realize at first how bitchy the move was to really, because like she went and got snacks, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'll put some snacks together for you guys," and then I get Christine likes to do a presentation.
It was a wonderful presentation
with her thing, but I didn't realize until you brought it up. I'm like, oh, it was a real like Dan. So this is called a serving tray.
Yeah.
And these are...
You dunked on me.
I mean, the way you...
serving dunked on me.
My hosting skills are not a fuck you to Dan.
You posterized me with your fucking plates of snacks. You just dunked over me. And
yeah, she really did. Like,
she put her hand in the rim. She held it like Vince Carter with her arm in.
If she would put out honey with the cheese, I would have hit her in front of you.
With a comb?
I would have hit
her. I go, this is some top-notch
And she goes, Dan, it's best if you drizzle it on.
I go, okay.
I go, fucking drizzle?
All right.
Did she just say drizzle?
Drizzle the warm honey. So we smoked a joint and then put on Rambo Last Blood, which was before we watched it, I was like, I've heard this is bad, so if we bail, we bail. You know? And we were having a lot of fun.
It's a nice fire in the
put on a nice fire.
Sorry, when I just put on a nice fire in our place.
Can you hear it? It's a nice crackling. Huh? Real on brand.
It's nice.
It was everything we had hoped for. It was a perfect... Now, let me describe it. It was a perfect bonfire movie. It was a perfect movie for us to watch. Because there was moments where we were quiet, and the movie moved along, and there were interesting scenes that grabbed our attention. And then there was just a lot of us making jokes about how the movie fits into the universe of the Rambo movies, how the character is completely off balance from what the first movie is. So the writer of the books is not wrong. He's like, that's not the character I wrote. And the writer's name was David Morrell. He's a Canadian-American novelist, best known for his 1972.
He wrote First Blood?
Yeah. And he, in the news, I thought it was going to be like one of the first things. Oh, embarrassed. There it is. Embarrassed Rambo author agrees with Last Blood's bad reviews. So it said David Morrell hated Rambo Last Blood. Hated it. And he's telling anyone on social media who reaches out to him about the movie.
Hey, David Morrell, go fuck yourself, you idiot.
Yeah,
You're
by
dumb.
the way, David Morrell, you should never pick a movie for the bonfire.
You're an idiot asshole. Now, I will say, me and Dan probably had an odd attachment to it. I felt it very quick in the movie.
Well, one of the characters that they just establish in the movie out of nowhere, and this is something that we kept making fun of, was Rambo all of a sudden has a family.
Yes. He's got a sister who I guess died of cancer some years ago, a 17-year-old niece.
Yeah, I would say 17-year-old, very Ariana Grande looking.
Guys, I hate to tell you this if you're listening right now, but if you don't want spoilers on Rambo Last Blood, turn this off.
Turn it off immediately.
Because there's going to be heavy
We're going to go into the
Rambo
movie.
Last
We're going to
Blood
go into
spoilers.
theories about the movie. We're going to go into where we think he went after the movie. Yes, you're right. He survives. Spoiler. We already warned you.
If you wonder where we're at on the Santa hunt, by the way, we're just waiting now on a bunch of elaborate Rambo-like traps and contraptions that we've set up throughout the hallways.
Well, let's
and
get
streets.
to that. They don't know about the tunnels yet. So let's explain.
Well, I want to explain why I think. Can I say why I think we were so latched into this early?
No, that's what the point we're making. Because an introduced character, his niece
gets involved.
She has a party. Well, first off, they just show that at the end of the last Rambo, just called Rambo, where he is in Burma.
He left Burma.
He leaves Burma at the end of that and shows up at a ranch in Arizona. And that's where this picks up. And he's training horses. He's slapping them on their butts. But he also is in these tunnels running around like a little prairie dog.
Yeah.
Like an old prairie dog on GHB. Or not GHB, HGH.
He's got flashbacks in the tunnels, but he made the tunnels.
And also the flashbacks aren't consistent throughout the movie. He just kind of has one.
Sometimes he flashbacks to Nam, sometimes yesterday.
Sometimes he's in it, sometimes not.
But
He's got a lot of. He sleeps down there. He's got a lot of pills.
He's taking a lot of pills.
He takes a lot of pills. And so, anyways, they introduce this character of his niece, who he has raised like his daughter. And they're all bilingual. He has a maid. They don't explain who the maid is.
She's a Spanish woman.
That lives in the house.
Mexican woman, I should say.
Is she his relative? Is she his...
Well, we were trying to figure that out. And really enjoying...
they have an Alice.
They have an Alice, but like they didn't get into it in the movie at all. But it would have been funny if she would have had nanny stories from when he was little. He goes, "Oh, Leo Don Wambo. I remember he called me inside and he get look, oh Maria, my knee hurt. I scraped my knee. I laugh at him like a little sissy. All right, Maria. Hey, Maria, don't you get a couple energies on his hey, Maria, why don't you sack? He goes, no, Rambo, I'm wide awake. I am having so much fun.
We just kept saying it would have been fun if she kept bringing up the fact of all of the atrocities he's committed before. The funniest part that we kept thinking about the movie that I kept thinking about was there is a way to portray John J. Rambo as a domestic terrorist.
Absolutely. Oh,
like
one
McVeigh,
other person's with no rebuttal. One person's description can change. Just like the Karate Kid video.
Yeah,
you can make it like, wait, was Daniel LaRusso the asshole? You're like, maybe Rambo's wrong always.
Well, something. This is at the end of the movie, but a joke we kept making was. Jay goes, where are the local police? And I go, I'll tell you what, they stay far away from that ranch. They go, I want nothing to do with the Rambo property. Yeah.
Also, when his niece had friends come over.
So that's at the beginning of the movie. He has his niece's friends have a party.
In his weird tunnels he's made.
Yeah, like rave tunnels, which, by the way, if my daughter came back to my house living in rural Arizona and she goes, I was in the Rambo tunnels, I'd be like, you're not allowed to go over there anymore.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. No one seems to know who Rambo is.
Yeah.
Involved in one of the craziest situations in that world's history.
We're saying if John Rambo's
bigger than Waco.
We're saying if he's a real person and his hot ass niece, it's like, hey, you know that? Wait, what was her name in the movie?
I don't remember.
It was like Melissa.
I don't know.
It was like,
what the fuck?
We'll get to that. But if you were dating her, and you met her at high school, and you're like, I'd love to hang out. Then she goes, my uncle.
Who, Trista Rambo?
Yeah. Gabrielle. Yeah, she goes, that's Gabrielle Rambo. You go, like the dude that killed everyone in that Oregon town?
Yeah. Like the dude who killed everybody in the Oregon
and then they linked him to training the Taliban?
Yeah, that same Rambo. Goes, was he involved in some secret ops stuff where he went back to Vietnam well after the war?
Dude, I saw it. Yeah, I saw an A&E documentary about this guy. It's fucking nuts. You got to see. And then they just go to his house and party. And then someone tries to fuck his niece, which is crazy.
They glaze over that. But why, again, I go back to why I think we were linked to this so much, was Rambo's niece says that her Mexican Chica Loca gang member friend who moved to Mexico
Fucking
found
one of her friends that looks like it looks like a real version of the little homies you could buy at the grocery store.
It's like Chumpy Chips.
Yeah. Fucking dude, this girl's so choloed out when you see the character. But you're right,
yeah.
Gabriella wants to go find her real father.
She wants to go find her father's been located, and he's a piece of shit apparently, which they nail that. The father's a piece of shit, but she wants to go see him. She wants some answers and wants to go see him. And right then and there, I knew me and Dan were like, well, yeah, of course you want to see and find out. Was he a dick? Is
Dude,
he cool?
They never addressed it should have been called Rambo, Gary's Blood.
I mean,
because Gabriella's dad is a full-on Gary.
I mean, he's Gary to the word. You know what? A little more, probably more forward than any Gary in our lives.
Well, yeah, he tells her the business right up front.
He goes, oh, yeah, I didn't want you, and your mom's dumb and ugly and had cancer.
He goes, no chaser, straight shot.
By the way, movie moves very quick. It's only 70-some minutes long.
79 minutes.
And you have to...
strap in.
Like, they rip that story in quick, so they need a lot of peripheral characters to fill in the story for you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of them. She goes, Dad, it's me. I wanted to see you and say hi. He goes, it's been a long time. Your mother, one day I looked at you and your mom and you're ugly and everything's stupid and I didn't want you.
You guys
your
smell
mom
like
died,
farts.
and I didn't want you either, so fuck you and don't ever see me again. They go, okay, so he is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that.
They do that quick. He goes, and also one day you woke up and I was like, your hair's stupid and you smell and you're not good at sports, so I'm leaving. It's like the thing, by the way, it's the thing that every kid worries that their dad actually said to leave them.
Yeah.
He just says,
Is it my fault, Dad? He's like, yes.
Yes.
See,
It's your fault and I don't like you.
it's mostly your fault.
Your mom had sloppy titties.
Also, your mom titty became too grande, too
Gross.
sloppy in the titties.
My new wife got bouncy titties.
My new wife got the new titties.
Oh, we should preface
Titties
that.
are up.
She goes to Mexico to find her father.
Yes,
In
we're not just being
Mexico.
racist. We're
Yeah.
being racist with a reason.
Yeah, we're with a
She
plot
went to
line.
Mexico.
We're being racist with a plot line.
It's different.
It's
different, you see.
It carries through. It's a through line.
Now we're able to do that accent.
Yeah. So she goes to Mexico, and she's just got this shady friend who's doing one of my favorite things ever, which is aggressively being passive. It's aggressive, passive-aggressive. Where she goes, I can feel you looking around. What'd you say? Nice house, right?
Hey, you like my house?
And she goes,
I know you're judging me too. You think I'm fat. What'd you say? I say good to see you.
kiss, kiss.
Kissy.
So then it turns out that this girl sets up Rambo's niece. She gets roofied. Dramatic shot of her.
Right into Mexican sex slavery.
Right in
The
there.
worst kind of sex slavery.
Which I will say, man, and I've said this before, if you want Dan Soder's money and you are a movie company, make a movie about an older man with gray temples fighting for his family. It's the same reason Jay and I watched Rambo. It's the same reason we love Taken.
Fun.
We show a guy that cares about his family to people that didn't have a guy that cared about his family, and he can do a bunch of fast hand movements and break bones.
Look at that gentleman, that strong, tough gentleman.
Dude, I didn't realize why I'd bark at the screen during Taken, and it's like, yeah, because he fought for his family.
Yeah.
It's like, I had a dad that did.
Gary's like, I fought through a line to get you a yard of margarita.
He goes, you know what? I fought through that traffic to pick you up at the airport for the ticket my sister bought you.
My sister.
Yeah.
We keep forgetting too when she says she wants to go see the dad. Rambo starts saying he doesn't want her to because he knows the guy's a bad guy.
Also,
and when they find out he's a bad guy, you find out that at one point Rambo had to pull him off of his sister, his niece's mom.
Yeah.
In a fight one time, he had this is the description of the scene. She goes, I remember the maid Alice.
Yeah, the Alice in the house.
She goes, I remember. He goes, Rambo had to pull him off of your mother one time when she was crying. He was beating her with a belt or something like that, right?
Yeah, you're like, why?
He goes, pull off. He goes, this guy murdered a town in Oregon.
Not only that, but took out half of the Vietnamese army.
Took out the Vietnamese army. One man ganged Russia. Twice.
I got to find out who the maid is. Yeah, by the way,
because Russia was working with Vietnam in that second movie.
Yeah, and also that's who he fucking took out in the third one. He took out the Russian army.
It was Taliban against Russia.
Yeah, he trained the Taliban. All right, Rambo: Last Blood. The character's name is like the maid. First off, we got to get to Carmen, the character. That you're like, why are you here? Maria Beltran. So she's not.
That's the character. She's like living help.
They never explain who she is.
She just lives with Rambo and his niece.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't explain who the fuck she is.
Oh, I've been years and Rambo was 3 years old.
It's just fun to think of.
I knew he was going to be a killer.
She keeps queuing up storylines where she's like, looks like you're going to have to kill again.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh I don't want to go kill again.
Well, when the girl goes to meet her father, that's another fantastic scene. She says she wants to go meet her dad. Rambo begs her not to. She goes, okay, I won't go. In the morning, she's hysterical, crying, saying, like, no, I do want to go see my father. I want to meet him. I thought about it all night, and I want to go. Little irresponsible Rambo himself doesn't go. You want to see this bad guy? I'll take you to see him.
That's what should have happened.
And I'll show you. I'll wait.
I don't mean the Monday morning quarterback Rambo.
I'll wait in the car.
Listen, I think he's a hero. But do I want to fucking say how he should live his life? That's what he should have done.
Buddy.
He should have taken his niece to see her father.
Got to have a little brains behind that brawn. Yeah. Because what he does instead, she comes up and cries, and they tell her stories about how bad the dad is, and that you don't want to meet this guy. He's a piece of shit. And tell her not to go again. And she goes, okay, fine, I won't go. And then comes out, hopping in the car 15 minutes later and goes, hey, Uncle Rambo, sorry about that. I don't know why I was asking. That was crazy. I'm just going to take the car somewhere.
I'm going to take my suitcase into town and just see if I can have my suitcase cleaned.
Go to the suitcase cleaner.
I'm going to go see. He goes, all right, tell Mark I said hi. He says he's well down.
He goes, hey, pick up my shirts if you don't mind.
You get some outside suitcase scrub. I was thinking about taking a trip down to Rocky Point, Mexico. And he just waves at her.
He just waves, and she goes directly to Mexico to see her shitty father. But also, man, they all believed it.
Something that you've brought up several times: the all black, the true black, the undefeated black.
Yeah.
Watching that movie, man, 4G's not good for some actors.
Yeah.
Rambo, Rocky. I keep calling him. Jesus Christ, Sylvester Stallone,
liver spot Balboa.
My God, he's got old dog face.
Yeah, I mean, he looks great for 71, I guess, but I mean. The true black, the 4K. Yikes.
Can I tell a spoiler? I was expecting to see his shirt off.
Yeah?
I was expecting his shirt off.
I bet he's still all right with his shirt off, for sure. Well, he did in the Rocky movie and stuff.
Didn't do it in Creed?
No, well, he's fighting back from cancer.
That's what I'm saying.
Did he live through the Creed too?
Yeah.
I forget about Rocky, like I forget about Abe Vigoda, if they've died for action.
That's really funny.
Or not.
Yeah, no. At the end of Creed 2, remember he shows up in Portland where his son's living.
Oh, which is Ventimiglia.
Yeah, which is weird because Portland is where Rambo, or no, it's Washington.
It's Washington State.
It was Washington State. Yeah. So this movie, we're like immediately hooked once you realize it's because of a shitty dad. So she goes down to meet her shitty dad. Doesn't work out. Chola friend gets her drugged.
Yeah, Bob. I mean, really, when I say this movie, the way it moves,
it's moving this fast.
Here he goes. Went to go see her dad. Dad's a piece of shit. Doop, doop, doop. Stolen into sex slavery.
It's really like they wrote it.
Bang.
It's like it's written like a book report the day it's due. Where he goes, are good people good or are bad people good and then turn bad? I don't know. Boop, boop, boop. This character's gone.
Big bang boom. Zippy zap.
This maid
sex
wants
slavery
to tell a story. She's there. Have you ever seen Thank You for Smoking?
No.
With Thomas Jane. I think it's Thomas Jane. No, it's the guy that plays Aaron. It's Aaron Eckhart. Aaron Eckhart.
Same guy.
Yeah. There's a really funny line in that though, where he's a tobacco and he's talking to a Hollywood executive, and he goes, "Yeah," and then we'll have him like smoking on the space station, and he goes, "Yeah, but there's no oxygen in space. You can't smoke." And he goes, you know what? We'll just put a line of dialogue in there that'll change that. Like, oh, they made this thing. And he goes, great. They laugh about it. I think about that every time I watch a shitty movie because you could just see when people reach for that. Like in this movie, they're like, Yeah, how are we gonna say her mom got beaten and died of cancer? Let's just give him a Mexican maid.
Yeah.
And he goes, perfect. Okay. There's gonna be someone on Twitter that's like, they say it's his aunt. It's like, all right,
dude, I would be furious if I found out one of the things that Rambo had done and only pulled my abusive father off my mother.
Yeah. I go, hey, Uncle John, can I talk to you real quick? So, I'm reading this Newsweek article from 1989 about you and some helping out some poppy farmers take down the Russian military before the fall of the USSR. Just a quick question. I remember Christmas when I was 7, and Mom got dragged back into the bedroom by her hair.
Dude, that's one of my favorite things. He did all those things, and he goes, "Now you hold back, dude.
Now you hold. That's where you fucking don't swing for it."
But we were saying that in the beginning of the movie too, when her friends were asking why did it?
Well, that was the original joke.
Why did they build these tunnels? And she was like, I told him that you're really into digging, and that you're a little crazy. And he was like, that's pretty fair. And I go, in this world, man, you should be able to say,
yeah,
oh, my uncle's Rambo, John Rambo.
Your uncle's John Rambo, the guy that did all that shit. Dude, my dad's obsessed with that. They have a whole podcast series about it. Have you not heard it? Dude, it's multiple. There'd be multiple documentaries about a guy that took over an Oregon town. Dude, that if at least would have been a 60 Minutes piece.
It's Rambo. It's Rambo week on Discovery ID.
What if I told you there was a town in Washington taken over by a
still rebuilding
all these years? 60 Minutes wanted to know why the water was still tainted, and he goes, "Uh-oh, shh."
You hear drama in the hallway?
We got our pieces in the sink.
Oh, yeah.
So we get over that door and just fucking full Columbine them.
Just footage of us walking around laughing.
Yeah, they go, oh, I knew it. I knew there was a parallel. Yeah, dude,
because everything, the cops were about to storm in when they turned the water guns on themselves.
Then Dan Soder's manifesto. I got the water guns and I got the right ideas.
I just watched Rambo. I'm all jazzed up.
I'm all jazzed up on this. Dude, the thought of real life action heroes in the blowback in the media, like Commando, like real life damage where they never 80s, 90s movies, like Lethal Weapon.
John McClane.
Dude,
after
it's a PR nightmare.
But in Die Hard, not even that. He goes, by Die Hard 2, you're like, he's still a cop?
Yeah.
This guy should be... He should be on TV, hosting shows or something. He's a diehard guy.
Girlfriend and I watched Die Hard with a Vengeance last night. It was on TV, so we watched it. And at one point...
You stay a cop through all of these things. No cop's had one of those situations been like in his life.
Dude, by the way, you write a book. You go on Donahue if it's the 90s.
You get your own talk show if you really want it, with all the channels now, with cable.
There's this... No, but I'm talking about in the night... So there's a scene in Die Hard with a Vengeance where Samuel L. Jackson's character Zeus is like... Why is this guy targeting you, McClane? And he goes, some things happened back in the 80s. I threw his brother off the Tanaki roof or whatever it is,
Yeah.
And it'd be like, most people would know about that. That would be a major hostage situation. Die Hard would have been, very big news.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fact that in part 2, he's, just still same level of cop.
Yeah.
What?
You're like, what? That's always...
not the captain yet?
That always blew my mind, where it'd be these major historical things like... John J. Rambo is a news figure in the world.
I have something very weird happening right now.
What?
I have an itch.
Yeah.
That's there's no part of my skin is where it's in the bone. My bones
what?
itch.
You got itchy bones?
It's weird.
Are we smoking Raid mixed with weed?
Did you place this?
Did you guys, dude? Are we doing PCP? Are we about to go fight every Santa we see?
What are we doing right now?
What are we even happening right now?
No, all action movies. Exactly. Yeah, Commando. The time that guy who lived in the woods just fucking went and destroyed a drug lord's mansion.
Or you're just friends with the guy who was with the hooker in the motel, and he's like, yeah, it's 2 guys fought through my wall.
Yeah.
Banging a chick with big ass titties. And
fucking this chick, dude. Titties were out. It was great. It
probably
was
big beach balls. Really bad job.
Even a story of that happening in your hotel room when 2 guys break through a wall fighting while you're fucking a chick. He goes, dude, these 2 guys busted through the wall. He goes, I was about this chick, dude, with the biggest titties, dude. She was so hot.
He goes, I mean, they're bad.
When I met her, she was wearing this white shirt. I squeezed them together real good. He goes, dude, there's two guys. He goes, right.
He goes, no, dude, you know how I love big tits. Anyways,
He goes,
we had the rodeo.
I was fucking that. So where was I? I was fucking a big titty chick.
He goes,
saying it.
But he keeps telling the story. He goes, so we're at rodeo bar, and she's all like, do you want to do 2 shots? I'm like, I don't know. I got to work early. She's like, there's this motel, pretty cheap. And I was like, I've never fucked in a motel. I kind of be down to do that. So we go back to the room. She's like, do you have a rubber? I'm like, yeah, I don't go around with rubbers. And so anyway, she's like, I'll still let you fuck. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Great
Big
blowjob. Great blowjob.
He goes, anyway.
Great blowjobs.
Schwarzenegger and the cop from Menace to Society comes
He goes, I got the blanket over us, completely over us. I'm finger popping her. She's blowing me. 2 dudes come.
And these titties are just, I mean, knocking me around like bobbity.
All of a sudden, dude, wall breaks down. Kool-Aid style, 2 big guys fighting. Got one guy's wearing chainmail.
Yes, they didn't give a shit.
Anyways, one of them died, and then the other one said a cool line before he left.
Yeah, I think he impaled him.
Well, it's funny because you were saying in First Blood that you saw, or you heard Sylvester Stallone on Stern say they cut a lot of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said that he cut a bunch of dialogue. You can actually fact check that, Christine, real quick. That I think he said on Howard Stern that they cut a bunch of his dialogue because, like, he became like more of a mysterious character,
which was what made Rambo awesome.
Sure, because they cut out all of his see you around when you like rip a guy's eyeball out.
It's great.
I'll see you later.
This should have been the movie they re-implemented that.
They should have, because the violence, I will say, was
top notch.
Cell Block 99. Bone tomahawk level.
Tell them about the first scene of the violence where you first see it. It's when he goes to the club. He takes the chola. He takes her friend, Little Sleepy,
to the
club.
He
takes Rosaria to the fucking club, and she finds the guy,
a Mexican in a cowboy hat.
Yeah,
that's where problems start.
With a clean beard.
Yeah, and then follows him out to his car, breaks his clavicle with a knife.
Like he fucking. First off, he hits him with the back of the knife.
Yeah, to break his clavicle.
No, to open him up. Oh, is that what it does? Because how does he get his finger in the? How does he get his finger in the sink?
It through. He broke it.
Oh, but he broke through the skin.
Yeah, and then stabs him in the thigh and jams his thumb and pulls his clavicle bone.
Snaps his clavicle out and pulls it. It's very graphic.
It's very, very graphic.
It's very graphic, and then it's very Sylvester.
It made all 3 of us go, hey.
Yeah. And it's very Sylvester Stallone straining because it's very. It's a lot of that yelling. It was like.
He's either setting up delicate fishing line, explosive, intricate traps, or just blunt force. I'm gonna headbutt your heart out.
Yeah, see, dude, that's the best part of. The best part of this Rambo was thinking that John J. Again, if you take John J. Rambo and you make him as a real man, it means at some point he watched the Macaulay Culkin movie Home Alone on his ranch in Arizona, and he was like, hey, this is some good ideas. This Kevin McAllister kid. I kind of like the cut of his jib.
It'd be great if he killed a few of these guys with paint cans clumped together.
A bunch of Hot Wheels on the car. Where they fell. He goes,
yes.
Yeah. Yes. This is my house, and I'm going to protect it.
Yes.
Every time he checks a door handle, it's hot. By the way, no one talks about the fact that Home Alone, the underlying theme of Home Alone is if those men catch Kevin McAllister, they're going to fuck him.
Ah! Was that the idea?
I mean, it's 2 grown criminals.
He's going to have sex with a little boy for that reason?
They're going to rape or murder.
No, they're just thieves. Don't put that on Pesci.
You equate guys going for a B&E immediately if there's a kid present, they were going to fuck that kid?
I mean, what kind of Vikings are they?
That's a hell of a line.
Yeah. Am I wrong? Am I out of pocket? I might be.
I think it's a real leap.
It's a leap. It is a leap.
I think it's a leap. Like, hey, you see that guy who snatched that purse in the subway? He goes, if that woman held on to that purse, for sure, he was going to step on her face until she died. I don't know, man.
I like my criminals with the follow.
Oh, they're all the way.
All in.
Even if you're in a petty crime, you will kill.
Yeah, you'll kill for petty crime.
It's funny. He goes, give me the money in the cash register. He goes, I don't know how to get into the cash register. Murder.
Murder. So, anyways, he sets up all of his traps where we left off with Rambo.
His elaborate traps.
Yeah, because he loves Kevin McAllister.
We should take a break. We should have Christine. She was looking that up. And when we come back, I'd like to discuss more movies that have sequels that you can't believe the first movie didn't make impact in the world enough for the person to be world famous.
Speed 2?
No one had any idea.
No one knew she was the driver on the bus. She was involved. She didn't do a fucking Connie Chung interview. She didn't do Sally Jesse Raphael.
2020 late night.
Come on.
Hugh
Downs didn't get a piece of question.
Come on. Baba Waba?
Dude, still the thought of a 60 Minutes piece about the town in Washington that Rambo terrorized.
That's funny. Dennehy. He's still like, I hate the son of a bitch. And he let me live.
Yeah, dude.
We come back from commercial.
Yeah, dude.
I hate the son of a bitch. The teaser, the whole thing.
I didn't like it. I still don't like it.
The guy says he hates him still?
Yeah. He goes, you guys, there's some problems out at the Rambo property. He's like, well, let's just say John J. Rambo does not think blue lives matter. Like, let's just say he's got a real problem with authority.
Yeah. Let's just say you probably won't be seeing a PBA card in his windshield.
Dude, talking about the lady, the house... the maid that they're friends with,
Alice.
Yeah, Alice. But we were making the joke where she goes, "All right, Mr. Rambo, be safe." He goes, "All right, thanks, Mrs. Troutman."
Oh, that was the surprise.
Twist, Shyamalan,
twist.
That was Troutman's wife. Was the old Mexican man?
He married a real Mexican.
He's driving away. He goes, Troutman had a taste for the spice.
Yeah. He liked brown meat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he liked his taco meat. Anyways.
Buddy, I have a lump on my head right now.
From what?
I just realized, I'm like, why does this hurt? I have such a bruise on my head because I think, was that this morning? Yeah. When the music started playing? Something I tossed and turned, and I just head butted. You know, my bed's got the windowsill.
Yeah.
There's just corners, and I just moved and drilled my head.
Oh, did you see the stars?
Probably not supposed to go back to sleep after that.
No, you have a concussion. You're concussed. This isn't happening. You didn't even watch Rambo.
What?
It's 2 p.m.
What's happening?
You're bleeding out of your ear.
When did we paint this room green?
And it's all right.
Anybody else taste iron?
Guys, why does everything taste like metal?
Am I bleeding in my mouth?
Dude, when we come back, though, we'll come back with Traveling
Wilburys?
Traveling Wilburys. We have to come back with that song. Okay. We've been laughing about that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We'll be right back, everybody. It's a, what do we call this?
It's a
pre-record.
Yeah, it's a bonfire.
Enjoy it. Of course, check out Dan Soder's special, Son of a Gary, now on all streaming platforms, HBO Go, HBO Now. Check that out. And, of course, Dan going on tour all of 2020.
Yeah, we've got a lot of dates up at dansoder.com, so go check it out if you're in San Francisco, Boston, a bunch of cities. You can go get tickets.
Hell yeah.
See you soon.
Oh, hell yeah. That song. Well, it's all right.
We were getting ready to do the show in Jay's living room, and then we started doing, and it's alt-right.
Alt-right.
Just doing it alt-right. We've done that with Dylan, and we've done it with Springsteen, and it's always funny to do hate speech. Hate speech has songs like that, like far alt-right. And it's alt-right, because everyone knows they're taking our jobs, and it's all-right.
Speak English or get the fuck out.
Dude, but you started doing Tom Petty, and it started making me laugh so hard.
Then they're going to come in this country and rape our women and sisters.
Then they're going to take our guns away. Then they're going to... I want less government and more enforcement of my actual surroundings.
Government telling me I got to share water fountains with blacks.
Well, it's all right. We were talking before the break about Rambo Last Blood. If you've been with us since the beginning of the show, you know how important and how many times we've discussed Rambo. Possibly my favorite conversation we've ever had on this show. One of my favorite conversations was if Rambo just worked it out with Brian Dennehy in First Blood, and they ended up fucking getting food
Instead of just
together.
getting into a war with the cops just liked him. He liked the cops. He goes, hey, guys, you got to meet Rambo. This guy's great.
He's like,
gets stories out the ass.
Yeah, dude, this guy tell you some shit that'll make your butt snap shut.
He goes, you think this guy really killed people? He goes, I think this guy's a real deal, dude.
Real
I'm
deal.
talking to him for an hour before you got here, dude.
It's them
consistent.
Them pissing at the urinals. He goes,
Yeah.
no, dude, I'm fucking serious.
He goes, that guy's fucking full of shit.
He goes,
no,
dude.
I've been talking to him, man. He goes, I think he's the real deal.
And then the door kicks open and it's him. He goes, can anyone in this police department drink with me? You guys are a bunch of gays.
And we said Rick Rambo's at the bar. He goes, hey, you guys are all, oh, no fucking way. You're motoring. What's your price for fight?
You know, I used to be afraid of rock music because there was a lot of loud noises and claps, and it take me back. But now I'm starting to get into it, and this is the song to do it. Night Ranger, Sister Christian, get out of here.
Rambo.
But Rambo Last Blood, they completely abandoned having any connection to the previous movies. If you watched Rambo, Christine, that was the first Rambo movie you watched, correct?
Yes.
You've never seen a Rambo movie?
No.
And that was completely self-contained. You didn't need to be explained anything?
Yeah, but it was weird because I was like, who is this girl with the young girl? And you guys are like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
It's
they
weird
just
that-
created the character for the movie?
Jay and I grew up with all the Rambo movies. I saw the last Rambo movie in the theaters. That's how much
too.
I like Rambo. And we didn't know that character. They've never alluded to that character. It would have been cool if they alluded to
This
John
motherfucker
Wayne.
had a sister. Where was she when he was demolishing a town? They got a hold of his old captain from the war.
Troutman?
Troutman.
Troutman's like, have you tried calling Cynthia?
Yeah.
He rolls over and picks up the
I
phone.
think Cynthia said.
He picks up the phone and he goes, of course.
She works for Ford corporate.
Well, of course he's the best. Because I trained him. Did you try calling his sister? No,
Calling his sister.
she lives in Sacramento.
She's married to a Mexican, I believe.
Yeah, they got off the farm.
Guy's a son of a bitch.
He's from Arizona. You know what they say about those people? They're burnt to a crisp in the brain. Dude, Troutman upset he's got to go here.
Yeah, he goes, it's not a great time for me. Try
don't know.
Cynthia. He goes, how about Alice? I think they had a housekeeper that was pretty involved.
Me and Mrs. Troutman are in a rough place. I was supposed to go together. I mean, listen, I love John. I trained him.
Honey, it's Johnny.
I
don't know your fucking work friends. He goes,
You-
it's not work. I trained this man.
I told
I have
you.
to go help.
I wake up screaming because
You
of it.
fucking go help that guy. Don't come home, Troutman.
I'm telling you right now, Donald Troutman. He goes, are you sure?
Donnie,
Yeah.
I swear to God.
He's just from fucking Massachusetts. We're supposed to go to the fucking Cape this weekend, Donnie.
Honey, he's going crazy in the woods.
I told you, he's my perfect killing machine. But we couldn't turn it off.
Now he's in the woods in Oregon.
I just feel a little responsibility. Are you sure you guys can't call his sister?
Have you tried every number?
Yeah.
Let me check if I have the same number.
I have a
He
Rolodex.
writes down, he goes, okay. He goes, yeah, 617.
It's 520-711.
Yeah,
He goes,
that's what I got too. That's what I got too.
All right. Well, you tried her. I'll show up. Let me get a ticket.
Yeah, he goes, it's going to right to voicemail or
All right. You know what? I'll hang up. I'm going to buy a ticket on United. all the.
I'll buy it at the airport.
You never think about Rambo logistics?
I'm not there. He goes, he goes, he's getting his dick sucked. He goes, this better be good.
Yeah, it's Colonel Troutman.
Colonel Troutman here.
Yeah.
So I got to just answer the phone.
Oh my! I'm blowing you,
Honey, I'm on active duty still.
Come on.
Yes, this is Troutman.
I'm tenured. So in the movie, his Rambo's niece gets taken down in Mexico, and then Rambo just goes to Mexico with a gun, with a 9mm. But Jay had the best line after she got taken, where he throws his pills down.
Yeah, he finds out she was taken, and Rambo apparently is on a lot of medications.
A lot of medications.
And he slams them on the ground. They make it very slow motion and dramatic that he slams his pills in the ground before he goes to get her, as those were his "Don't Be Rambo" pills.
Yeah.
I'm done with these "Don't Be Rambo" pills.
Everyone knows I take 40 milligrams of Advil. I can't be Rambo.
I take 20 milligrams of "Don't Be Rambo"
He goes,
and lorazepam.
he goes, I got really bad. I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. What are you taking?
That's my not Rambo pill. That's my ranitidine. That helps with my acid reflux.
Klonopin.
He goes, I got a stool softener.
I think this is for to keep my blood thin. I don't know anymore.
He goes, I think I got white coat hypertension. So they think I got hypertension.
I think the ones I really got to cut out. That's funny. By the way, at one point, spoiler alert, the cartel beats the shit out of Rambo.
Well, that's exactly what happens next.
Sends him on his way, and he's unconscious for several days. And when he comes to, not one point does he go, my pills. I don't know how important those pills were. What day? What's today? Oh man, I gotta double up.
Oh man, I'm gonna be pissing purple. Because that thing, that's a.
You guys have like an orange I can suck on.
He goes, I need some citrus. Stat. You guys don't understand. I have a vitamin B12 deficiency.
You got baby aspirin. I can probably piece something together.
I got a MacGyver something in this bathroom. Well, also, the story that we're not saying is when he goes to confront the human trafficker in the bar, there is a woman that I can only describe as looking like 1972 Mick Jagger.
Yeah, she's so odd looking.
Very odd looking. Very asexual.
Paz Vega, yeah?
Yes.
That was her? I'm telling you, she was so awful looking in that movie, and maybe she's sort
What's
of...
Paz Vega?
She's
I got it right here.
She's like model. She's like a model, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is. Paz Vega.
Yeah.
She's so hot.
Right, but like, she's not. It's like she's that thing.
I don't know, dude. Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It could be like, it's murky. But here's one thing I do know, and I don't need you for this one, Christine. Paz Vega nude, that's coming back, son.
Do it.
That's coming back. Yeah, she's done it a bunch. Nude boobs and sex in movies. She has horrible tits.
Yo, weird.
She has as weird tits as she does head.
You know what she looks like? She looks like you tried to copy Penelope Cruz and got sloppy.
Yeah, or somebody put Penelope Cruz in a microwave or something.
Yeah. Like that's the that's like the generic
Yeah, she's
Penelope
odd
Cruz.
looking.
I love her backsplashes.
But yeah, Paz Vega was the most unnecessary character I've ever seen in.
Did the rain return?
Is that what that is? Oh, is it getting windy out? Ooh, it's getting windy out.
Looks like hunting conditions are changing. We still got our pieces. We're still going to do a round. Don't worry. We're still going hunting. We just got all jacked. We just all got all goosed up on John Rambo.
So what we think? What are other movies that have like multiple sequel?
As far as action movies go?
Yeah.
Well, you think Lethal Weapon 2.
Right. Yes.
But they kind of moved around. They weren't like... What about Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Just their lives aren't significantly changed forever by these events.
Yeah.
They make it seem like that's what cops like across the street, the shit cops across the street from my house.
Yeah.
Like that's their life. I promise you, none of them have ever jumped off a building in a tank top.
Yeah. I mean, I
I don't have to check.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, none of them have bust through fire to save a child. Like it hasn't happened.
But that's why I always liked Terminator 2, because it actually was like, in the sequel, you're like, oh yeah, that kid would be in foster care. His mom would be in a mental institution.
Yes.
Shit would have been fucking crazy.
It's a big thing. However, it is a good example in the sense that like the world is aware of who this lady is though now, right? Because she made a pretty big scene.
Yeah, she made a pretty big scene trying to get when this. Oh, because remember the entire
Again, many things blown up.
but an entire police department murdered.
Yes,
because that's the first I'll be back.
and then no one seems to know who the Connors are.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, Sarah Connor, dude, domestic terrorist. By the way, domestic terrorist.
Again,
You can make a list of domestic terrorists for movies.
it's really weird.
John McClane would be a disgraced cop.
It's crazy what's happened with these goddamn these late in the game. Oh, I wish I could find examples of when we were kids this happening to movies. I don't think they did a lot of sequels much back then though, but like no one cares anymore, man. Because that movie, I really enjoyed Rambo: Last Blood. So did you. And the same, like it's like for you said, not the reasons he wanted us to.
Yeah,
especially, but it's some of them.
Some of them. The violence was great.
Violence was unbelievably good.
By the way, the traps he set in the tunnel were a lot of fun.
The whole thing. It was just done. It was like a fun.
Because
fast
spoiler
movie.
alert, he gets beat up, and she gets taken. She gets drugged. He decides that he's going to get his niece, so he goes into the whorehouse that she's kept, and he fucks up everyone that's there. Takes her. He hammers a guy in the balls with a hammer. Yeah, he claws a guy's balls off with a hammer. And then he gets in his truck with his niece and drives back to Arizona, and she dies on the drive back. So then he prepares for war.
He did everything shy of biting a man's dick off.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was so violent.
Well, that's what it is because he really is. It's the ultra violent Home Alone. It's just like a bunch of nails and shit. Like yes. Yeah.
But
hey, bad guys, I'm up here. You better shut up. You better come and get me. When he does that, that's what Rambo does.
Yeah.
Hey, bad guys, I'm up here. I'm all alone. You better come and get me.
Again, it's the saturation of information is so bizarre because the movie, and it affects things. The movie gets such bad reviews across the board
Yeah.
that it's gone in theaters in weeks.
Yeah.
And it deserved more than that. It was that'd be a fun date movie, actually, kind of thing. If you're going to see an action flick, it was fucking awesome.
That's the closest we can get now to like 80s action flicks.
Right. And for that to still be in like theaters and stuff, but they go away. Dark Fate didn't get to see it in the theater.
What was it?
Terminator, Dark Fate.
Oh, I haven't seen it either.
It's going already.
Is it on demand?
It came and went that fast. It's probably on demand in a few weeks. I bet.
I'm gonna watch that at Trish the Dishes
Yeah.
for Christmas, one late night.
But I'm telling you, it might, I don't know if it's going to be good or not, Dark Fate, but I'm saying it's like, it's the nostalgia, like it's skipped over.
Was John Wick a movie theater movie, or was that something that
All movie theater movies, yeah.
they were all?
All movie theater. Yeah.
All three,
And
yeah.
I would say John Wick is the closest we've came in a long time to the old school.
That's
action
why people
food.
love it, because
Yeah.
it's
It's just old school.
because it is
action.
that. It's just nonstop fighting and action. Every scene.
I couldn't believe how entertained I was by it, and I immediately was like, I need to tell my dad about this
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
And he knew about him already?
I told him about it, and he hadn't heard about it, but then it got like really popular by the time the second one came out, and he watched him. He loved him.
Yeah.
He saw all of them now.
I think he saw all of them but 3.
I'm telling you, if you have a guy fight for his family, I'm way behind it.
That's all about a
Fight
dog,
for-
right, John
yeah,
Wick?
What's his wife gave him a dog, and then she died, and then they killed the dog, so he killed everybody.
Everybody.
But John Wick does well in the theaters because it's the only thing of its kind.
Yeah.
But that's also a series of movies that has been recent. The nostalgia thing, the problem is our generation, your generation, and me. Are we the same generation? No, it's not the same generation.
You're a little ahead of me.
Yeah,
You're a Gen
I mean, I know
X.
I'm older than you, but it's like a.
There's
Gen
actually
X.
a generation that's like it's like the in between one. So
Yeah,
it's
between Gen X and
77 to
millennials.
85. Like
Yeah.
we started without the internet, but then it happened in adolescence.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But the nostalgia of our thing, like we, our age and things, like just aren't the consumers enough. Our life's too busy now to like see everything, so
Yeah.
it doesn't get supported right. So there was good nostalgia in this movie for sure.
I think there could have been more, though.
They could have made more nods without a doubt, but I mean, like it's Rambo. It was entertaining. Dark Fate, Terminator's gonna have the same thing, but these Terminator movies, all of them keep failing.
Predator movies?
They keep failing because
Let us write one.
I tell you, even if we wrote it, we'd write it wrong. We don't know what we want. If we make what we want, our people don't have the time to go see it, so people just aren't seeing them.
I
No one
think
cares. There's no nostalgia to it anymore. That the people who have nostalgia for it aren't going to a movie theater now.
What they need to do is, I've always said they need to make a movie that is a really good movie. Like if it's about a group of teenagers in the forest getting hunted, and you think it's a horror movie, but then at the very end it turns out to be the Predator. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Where then at the end,
Surprise!
you're like,
Oh, it was a Predator movie. Yeah, that. Or I'll tell you the mistake, and I get
because
it.
they lead too much.
When
Like,
your
here's the
ideas-
monster. This is what the monster looks like.
But when your ideals are like antiquated like that, the problem is a Sylvester Stallone
Yeah.
would probably be furious at the concept that you'd be like, hey, dude, why don't you make it a big event that like the last Rambo is a Netflix movie coming out on Christmas, whatever, blah, 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 and people just watch it. You know, make that a thing.
Make it a great movie.
He'd be insulted.
He's like,
No,
box office
I'm telling you,
zero.
if it was the exact movie we just watched, but that's how they released it.
Oh, at Netflix?
It would have done way better than it did.
I would have loved it.
Do you know what I'm saying though?
I would have loved it.
It would have been way better than it
I
did.
still liked it.
I liked it a lot. Yeah.
But you're saying if Terminator was on Netflix.
If the event of it was that it's on Netflix,
Sure.
when you're like Terminator, that's all I thought was, I go, dude, I have to go carve out 2.5 hours of my time, 3 hours when all is said and done of my time to go watch a movie that's like, they're probably not going to nail it wonderfully. It's like, I have shit I got to do.
Can I tell you what movie I'd like to see that done with?
What?
A new Conan with Schwarzenegger.
With Schwarzenegger?
As an old Conan.
Oldman?
Yeah. Conan the geriatric. And he goes, what is best in life? He goes, for your grandkids to call you.
Get off of my lawn.
Yeah, dude. They, because if you watch Conan, there's Conan the Barbarian and then Conan the Destroyer. Conan the Destroyer before they go.
And Conan the Gay Blade.
Yeah.
That's Zorro.
And then before that Conan, you know, the guy that's doing the voiceover, he's like, I knew the Conan, like that guy. He's
Yeah.
like, but there's also Conan the King. They should do Conan the King. It's like with like him as an old fucking warrior king.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
He's
he's
put
still,
it on Netflix.
He's still shaped muscle enough.
That's what I'm saying. Where if you
that it looks like he's like an old fucking jacked guy.
dude, I'm telling you, if they did Conan, old Conan on
We can
Netflix,
make it with our friend Tim Capella.
Tim Capella,
Let's
dude.
make it ourselves.
Let's do it. Old Conan.
Yeah, they really. But that's the mistake of these movies. They're trying to put them in theaters.
Yeah.
And the people going to movie theaters aren't the people that are coming for the nostalgia of that. So no one gives a fuck.
Also, man,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
to get to the
a
theaters
22
now-
a 22-year-old, be it white, Latino, black couple, or otherwise going to a movie theater. It's like I can't think of a reason any of them wanting to go see Rambo right now.
Yeah.
What's they holding on? For what? They're like,
well, because
what?
Rambo had a whole generation. Like, and they'd be like Rambo 3, and then you'd be like I remember when the last Rambo
Well,
came
multiple
out.
generations. You understand? My grandfather
Yeah.
would have been excited for a new Rambo movie.
But I remember Tanya, who worked at Stand Up New York and then Eastville. She was like Tanya was awesome, and she was like a huge Rambo fan. And I remember when Rambo came out, we were at Eastville, and I was like so excited to go see it in theaters, and so was she. And there was like a couple people that are like, "New Rambo!" It's like they do that with Always Sunny, where they did a great episode this season, where they tried to reboot the Dolph Lundgren.
Oh yeah.
What's the action franchise that they have in that show? It's basically their Rambo Terminator kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they watch it, and they're like, "Yeah, they need to do a new generation." And they're like, "No, we want to see him. We want to see him."
Yeah, it is all about that. Look, but the movie Creed too.
Great.
We said they did it so fantastic.
But they nailed it.
Brought back Drago.
Well, they also got a good director for Creed 1. Dude, that's so funny. You guys
just
played,
ended.
We played through
the
the whole
fire ended.
I thought I was going to bring another episode up of a different fire. We're
Yeah,
watching
what's
the
the different
Fireplace
fire?
by Your Home, Birchwood edition.
What's the Birchwood edition? I could always.
Do they have different episodes?
Sure.
What's Moving Art?
I don't
Chill
know.
with Bob Ross.
Here's just a crackling edition. This one here. It's a little different. Fire logs are a little different.
That's badass.
By the way, it's rated TVG, so you're good.
So you're good. Everyone's good.
So you're good.
Dude, Fireplace for Your Home. The fact that someone thought this was George Ford was like, you know what? I want to do a video of fireplaces, and he sold it to Netflix. Probably for a good
the
amount of
Yule
money.
log. The Yule log is a channel on TV every year
But you know what I mean?
for people who don't have fucking fireplaces.
That is what a fucking genius idea to be like, yeah, I sold Netflix a fireplace for money. I mean, he probably
Buddy,
got
if I
paid.
put on Christmas tunes right now and have us playing, you feel warm.
Oh, dude, I love it. If you put on some Bing Crosby, I don't care. He beat his kids.
Silver bell.
Melakaliki Maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day.
But yeah, I do. It makes me
Oh, well, we should
almost
say
feel bad that like a Stallone wouldn't understand. Like that would be a better suited thing for like a home release, man. Like, not I don't mean like right to fucking like on demand. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like a release, but you're making the thing. It's like this is an Amazon original film.
Yeah.
This is whatever
Netflix original
Netflix
Rambo.
original. Like, and then it's an event. You feel like somebody put something behind it.
Man, what if he did that with Cobra 2?
It's too obscure. That wouldn't work. Rambo would have worked.
Damn it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Creed works because they changed the franchise. Man, that fire's taken, huh?
Yeah.
Some bitch taking off, yeah.
You know what? Open up that choker.
What the thing?
Get some smoke in the room.
Ooh, yeah. Now we're going.
Guy who's
That's fire.
Guy who's impressed with the Netflix Fire channel. Whoa. Wow. What do you guys got on there? Duraflame?
Whoa. What? That's cedar?
Oh,
Nice.
I think it's cooking and a popping. I think we should do our last half hour outside if it's not raining
Oh, I
on
agree.
your stoop.
I think we should.
with them things, with them guns on our hips.
Them things. And then we have to, so when we come in on Tuesday, you're going to have to talk about this Oculus.
Oh, my God.
We got Oculus before UFC. We got pizza. We got wings to get. There's a whole thing. Christine, have you even thought about the wing order yet?
Ooh.
Have you? You've batted it around? You have your thoughts?
Well, we had somebody else got a wing delivery, so that kind of sparked my.
So you think we're going to go that direction? Do you guys have a wing place that you go to all the time? Because we're watching UFC.
We had a
tonight.
whole thing on the show.
We got
remember?
pizza. Yeah, no, we had them on the show.
Yeah, that's our peeps.
Those are your guys.
Dan and John. I would be willing to. There's a place called Sticky's Finger Joint that I keep hearing about, but
That's about my ex girlfriend's work. It was right down the street.
What if it sucks?
33rd?
What if it sucks?
We had one only. It was an hours thing, but Saturday night everybody should be open late.
What?
We did Atomic.
Oh, Atomic was good. Atomic was also really good. Do we like Atomic better?
I think they're both great.
Oh, nice. Way to save face, producer.
Oh, that said, probably do Dan and John's.
Yeah.
Because they are the best.
Yeah.
And they came on our show. They're old Bonfire friends.
Yeah, dude, they came in.
Because honey barbecue.
Yeah.
That's their killer. The Hun Barb.
Hun
and
Barb.
some pizza. Woo-wee.
It's going to get nuts. Watch grown men fight.
Best part is I know you guys care listening at home.
I can finally see the world through your eyes, man. And it's a beautiful place.
We'll be right back, everyone. This moment might be a little bit early for the people that are maybe the next round's coming. Because I got to tell you, even with like the annoyance, some of the noise in the building and stuff, I got to say, Christine, this is way different than last year. Last year was a fucking problem.
Well, they may have learned.
They might have heard.
Who? In this building?
It was a thing in this building.
Oh, no.
Was it really?
Yeah.
'Cause you got to understand on the show.
There was no front door glass for like a week.
Everybody was like, what happened? And then we told the story of what happened.
And there has to be the person in this building that knew what happened. By the way, can I just say that fire just chewed up that left log?
Yeah, man.
But
Good fire.
there's someone in this building that heard that and was like, "Oh my god, the guy in that apartment threw my boyfriend through the window."
Apparently,
No, they were a couple. It happened to a couple. So it wasn't. They knew somebody in the building.
Oh yeah.
And whoever in this building has definitely said hello to me or something dozens of times. Like for sure. Or I'm sure I've been nice to them and whatever. It's
Listen,
whatever.
shit could still go sideways. I'm hearing a bunch of loud voices in your hallway.
Buddy, we have hours of hang still, so
We might have to do an
chance.
epilogue to this episode where we ended up mixing it up.
the thing is some of the people here right in this moment who lives in here, there's a couple of all right people.
Okay.
There's a couple of all right people in this
Do you-
building right
do
now.
you- do
Even
you
the young
build it-
people, there are a couple of all right
we
people.
had a neighbor that baked cookies and hung them on all the doors. for
That's
the
pretty
holidays.
nice.
That's pretty nice.
What apartment was it?
That's really nice.
I'm trying to remember because I think was it the one that everyone was just going to, that big group of people?
I'm not sure. But I took
1D?
a picture of it.
Yeah. But yeah, they made really good cookies, by the way.
Dude, I like anytime you get an old school. That's an old school neighborhood moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mosque, I had it in my joke in a special, but it was true. The mosque that I live next to brings cookies when they break Ramadan, so everyone in the building gets a little bag of like homemade cookies, and they're unbelievable.
That's nice.
It's a nice touch.
It is. It's nice. You forget that people used to be nice to each other before the internet. They
I
just
put
like
out
go and
Ramadan
meet your
cookies,
neighbor.
but I make them with nothing but pork fat.
That's pretty sick.
It's everything they hate. They can't
Yeah,
have
I
pork
put
fat.
I put DMT in there.
I praise Judaism over them.
Yeah, I go. You know what that is? I go. You know, you're just eating babies' foreskins from a Jewish temple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes,
Is
yeah.
that what gave it its salty snap?
Is that what gave it that little snap?
What happens to the nutsack?
Oh, dude. I first off, we didn't even talk about it because we've talked. You guys talked about the holiday show when I was out. Son
Yeah,
of
but
a
you weren't
gun.
there. So please.
I know, but
Thoughts?
it was so much fun.
Dude, it was a blast.
It was probably our best live show.
our live shows keep getting better.
Which,
All of
by the
them have
way,
been fun.
I say that because it will air this Thursday instead of a Lost Tapes. This Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Comedy Central, Sirius XM 95. You can hear the holiday Bonfire, the Bonfire live holiday show from the Village Underground.
And you can also see it on our new YouTube page. They shot the whole thing. And
What?
We'll be launching the Bonfire YouTube page.
What a way to launch the page
Yeah.
is by playing the whole new live holiday show on Thursday.
I bet they
Very
got bad
exciting.
angles of me.
I don't know, but go watch the page and share
That's
links.
funny. You go, I don't know. I'm not getting that whole thing right now. That was a great pass.
Yeah.
Did I bet I look shitty? Shot from low and below me and from the side the entire time. He goes, Hey, man, you know what? Film is film, dude, but you YouTube page.
Yeah. Say la vie, am I right? Anyways, guys.
He goes, could be not. I don't know.
Well,
man.
no, to that extent, we put on the movie that you were on from
Other Worlds.
From Other Worlds.
God.
Dude, you look like you're in a fat suit.
We got to put the clip up.
We'll put the clip up because I mean,
I'd say I look. I know I'm thinner than this, but I'd say 10 pounds. Oh, lost a log. I'd say 10 pounds. Christine, throw that back in.
Yeah.
15, 20 pounds difference. What I would say to me looks like the difference. Just in I see it in my
it's
neck.
Crazy when he
Everything
put
else
it
looks the same to
on.
me.
I just started laughing.
No, your body's smaller. Your body's much smaller. You have body dysmorphia.
He does. I was like, you must. I go. You should be really proud of yourself because it looked like he was wearing a fat suit.
Yeah, it looks like Jay. You look like Ryan Reynolds in that Amy Smart movie,
Yes.
Just Friends.
Yes, it really does. I was like, you look nothing like that.
You look like you're in a fucking fat suit. It's crazy. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
I didn't realize I had so much little bit of
Like
chin
that.
poking out of a fat neck.
Well, now that you've got a good chin, and I think you always give
No,
credit to your.
I have a beard.
No, but because of your
Beard's a
beard.
big deal.
Yeah, but dude, the difference what I see right here.
Look, if this was, you still have jowls. Yeah, if I had them.
No, but dude, not that. I mean, you should be really proud of yourself.
From Other Worlds.
From Other Worlds on Amazon.
Available now on Amazon Prime.
And listen,
free. It's with
if you want
Prime.
to see the pre-Bonfire film work, you can also check out It Had to Be You. I think that Amazon.
Is that on Prime?
It might be. I don't know.
Free on
If you want to
Prime?
see the rom-com where they didn't let Danny Sodes be funny.
Oh, buddy, I have to at least check right now.
Check it right
if
now.
It's on.
Because the late William Stevenson made an appearance in that movie.
It had to be you.
Oh, God, dude, that movie was... First off, shout out Kristen Milioti for just being a G. But that was that's a movie where you're making it and you're like, this movie, it's not going to be good.
It's not a lot of people are going to see it.
I didn't think anyone was
You
going to
know,
see it.
I've heard people that like rom-coms like the movie.
That movie?
I don't know if you're. Yeah, I've heard. People
It's just a
say
weird
it's like-
situation because I wasn't allowed to be funny at all. Like Kristen and I we're friends.
Hey, why start now?
Oh my God, it's on there.
Available on Prime.
Those
It's this one, right?
Yeah,
It's the first one?
Yeah,
Look at it, it's Dan on
That's
the
me.
cover.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Yes.
it's my.
It doesn't look like you at all to me.
Yeah,
Look at
watch the
that.
trailer. Put the trailer on. Kristen's a great actress, though. It's Samuel Goldwyn, dude.
What's going on? Oh,
Hey.
I lowered it for the crackle.
Hey.
There he is. We don't have to put the volume. You want to put the volume on?
No, we don't have to. We
I
don't
was
have to
like-
ruin it.
Danny's all over it.
Look at Fat
Yeah.
Dan. That's Fat Dan, dude. That's 240-pound Dan.
Shut your
It's
mouth.
a big Dan. Dude, filming that in that hot-ass apartment in Brooklyn.
It is so funny watching a thing when I think it's interesting about watching when we watched that scene from the movie I was in.
Yeah.
You go back to it in your head and you're like, oh yeah, I remember being in that museum all day that we
Yeah.
had to film this thing, and it takes you right back to the day.
Yeah, Kristen's the shit, man. Kristen's a lot. I remember that. That's when I got into a fight with my ex-girlfriend. We were staying in a hotel in Jersey. I just started smoking wax. That was like when wax got big. Remember that? We'd all smoke
That
wax.
girl's got a good butt.
Dude, Kristen's gorgeous. She's really hot. Her ex-boyfriend is Han Solo. I hung out with him. It's really weird. She's
Dan,
like, she's
Kristen, you want to tell Dan, or you want me to tell him Han Solo's not a real person?
what?
Dan, I don't know how to tell this, but
Next you're gonna tell me that he
there's no international-
Oh, shout out William Stevenson.
there's
R.I.P.
no
Han.
international drug smuggler. There's no international
No.
or intergalactic
You
smugglers.
tell me Jabba the Hutt doesn't? I don't owe Jabba the Hutt money.
You don't owe Jabba. I don't know who hung that over your head, dude.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Dan Soder, rom-com life.
But if I don't know how long I'm gonna need?
It's okay. Carter's gonna die a few years younger now.
You were in a rom-com way early in your career. I was in a real hokey science fiction film.
Dude, it's great.
Starring the girl who was Artie Lang's girlfriend in Beer League.
Yeah.
And the guy who was Ghost Dog's French friend in Ghost Dog.
Yeah, dude.
That's
what
the
a-
cast.
that was a
Look at me and you killing it.
Yeah.
I am watching this one day, and I'm going to talk to you one day in all movie quotes.
IMDb gives it 5.4 out of 10 stars.
Really? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Amazon reviews 4 out of 5, buddy.
Not bad.
It's not bad at all. There's also another movie called It Had to Be
Wait,
You.
what's this? What's our rival? We might have to take these people
Who's
out.
in it? Tori DeVito, Michael Ratty, and Corbin Burnson. They got the Burnson,
They got
though.
Corbin Burnson and Jennifer Lewis.
Tell you what, rated much lower.
Yeah, bring it up. Let's watch it. Let's watch that trailer and with the volume.
With the volume. So yours came out after. So you're the biters.
Oh, well, you know what's funny, man, is actually tonight when this airs, I'm doing the Daily Show with Trevor Noah, and I'm going to bring up the fact that he had a Netflix special called Son of Patricia. Mine's Son of a Gary. But his is a compliment. Mine is an insult. And also, which I'm definitely going to tell him on the show. But also it's funny because my mom's name's Patricia.
Well, no one calls her that, though.
She's
the
Trish
dish.
the D. She's T the D. Dude, I'm giving her that mug that camper gave us for Christmas because my mom saw it on our Insta stories. She's like, I want that mug. I'm like, I don't think you realize it says it's for a size queen.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think
She's like, no, I get it,
No.
and I understand, and I want it.
And I'm saying you're playing the right to song.
Give it to me.
All right, let's watch this movie.
It Had to Be You trailer?
Yeah.
Well, let's read. It's Darby Powell tries to break ties from her overbearing father and his conventional advertising company by starting her own advertising agency, Hypester.
Ooh.
Though Hypester is innovative and trendy, it is struggling financially.
That sounds like the beginning of a thought where they didn't finish the idea.
Yeah, what makes you put that movie on?
So you go, what?
They go, what's going to make people... Listen, no one's ever heard of this. By the way...
They go, I like two things, Corbin Burnson and struggling businesses.
Keep in mind... Oh, it's hilarious. It's currently unavailable. Can't even watch a trailer for it.
Well, bring it up on YouTube, dude.
The other It Had to Be You?
Yeah, I want to see this goddamn trailer.
I want to see it.
I want to see who else fucking...
Oh, that's a rebellion against her father, is starting the same business as him.
Ooh, but you can let Eric Clapton, I Can't Stand, run for a
I
little
can't
bit.
stand it. I'll put it on as soon as we're done this episode.
Oh, we're
buddy.
done with this episode. Guess what we're doing? Shirtless jamming.
Boom-ding-ding-ding.
Sing Praise All You Felt.
It Had to Be You.
Trailer.
You're right. It's going to be a lot of conic. It Had to Be You trailer. You're still
That's
number one,
us.
buddy.
Wait, there's another
Dude,
one.
there's so many It Had to Be Yous.
Oh, my God. Dude, Kristen's butt. What's up?
Yeah. Her ass is I eat.
Oh, let me see your pussy.
Is that the other one?
Yes.
You can watch the full movie. Was that definitely
What was
it?
the girl's name? Darby?
Yeah, I don't know. Keep going. What's that one's it. That one's it. No, that's it.
This one.
No, to the right.
But that's not a trailer.
It might be. I don't know if that. Let's see what it is.
You two are acting like children, and this is going to stop now. Maybe it's easier
So how do we fix this?
just to fall in love.
Dude, you could just not be an actor.
Yeah.
I'm saying just not instead of being in a movie like that.
Here's
What
the funny
the
thing.
fuck? Like the guy in that movie. What is? I guess,
when
I
we
guess
took-
when you're an actor, you act. I mean, but like,
See if that one-
shitty acting gigs, you got to be locked into for a few months.
Oh, dude, see the one to the left. See if that one is the full trailer where it's like,
This?
yeah. See what that one is.
Well, it's posted by Jaskaran Singh.
It's like it had to be you.
It had to be you.
Turbantastic.
Turbantastic Films. This is the other It Had to Be You as a Bollywood film? Well, now I'm excited we pushed this. It's just sewing jewelry.
It's all jewelry.
Is this like an Indian wedding video?
Yeah, it looks like somebody's home movie of their wedding.
It's not, Christine.
What
It's
if
a
I
film.
What if I popped up?
Is Dan still? I want to marry you.
I should have told you guys this. I did some Bollywood work
I
earlier.
want to marry you, Jakash Purneet.
I don't care if your brother Durpa doesn't like it.
Oh my god, dude, this is actually a fucking Indian wedding video called It Had to Be You. That's your competition. That movie with Corbin Burnson and an Indian wedding video.
He goes, we all know which one's going to do better. Starring Arun Thakur and Anita Dio. Releasing on the 15th. Oh, this
He goes,
4
they're
years
25 years old. They've been together since they were 3.
Their father paid. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
Jesus fuck.
Dude.
That was awful. Indian wedding videos. You know, Indian weddings take it's like 3 days or something.
I thought it was like
What's
a
that?
week.
Go to that one. We didn't know what this one
The
is.
trailer from 2000.
Yeah.
The final It Had to Be You.
I want to see that it had to be
Oh, it's gonna have In a World.
before the towers went down. Lionsgate.
Finalizing our wedding plans, and you want me to go alone?
Tasha Henstridge.
Species.
You need to take your finger off this door open button.
Sorry. but Date has a...
Damn, thank God she was willing to get naked in movies because she has Danny Pintaro head.
You two want to look at towels or go right to bed linen?
Oh my God, do you know who that was?
That was the girl from
Last Dragon.
Yeah, where she goes, I want to drive.
Sean!
Who's
Oh,
that
and
guy?
that guy.
Is it love? I mean, do the graphics on this?
You're marrying other people.
You've fallen for others during your engagement?
Is it forever?
I mean, what is the rap party on a movie like this? Just like everyone's like, I'll stop by for 15 minutes.
They go, oh, dude, we really did it, didn't we? We made that movie. Ah, shit. Dude, let's see the end of this.
He goes, what time is it?
This
We
is
gotta get out of here.
painfully late 90s.
I don't want to see you make the biggest mistake of your life.
Worse than that haircut.
I mean, what kind of person would tell her I love you on the weekend she's planning her wedding?
Did you ever watch the Jerry Springer Show?
Oh!
Man, and who'd have thought 16 years later you guys would bite that idea?
Shut up, dude. Shut up, dude. I didn't bite it. Real quick, though, that movie's about two assholes that break up their marriage because they fall in love.
Yes.
There's two other people in that relationship that are like, yeah, no, my heart was broken. That Claire girl
Yeah,
loved
the other guy
Charlie.
goes, like exactly like her father.
Yeah.
The guy's fiance's father is
Yeah.
goes, I laid out a lot of money for that haul.
It was $40,000.
I had to pull a lot of strings.
Do you know what that is?
You asked me if I would give your blessing for you to marry her.
I had the Bronx comptroller reserve that hall 3 months in advance.
Sorry, I know I blew it, but look at this girl here. He goes, the pig from Species?
He goes, yeah, good luck. I hope you get a neck jammed through the back of your throat. Bring up
Species
this,
pig?
the Species murder. Bring up the Species murder, where she kills someone in Species.
Is that a thing? Species murder?
The movie Species.
Movie Species murder? Not a murder of species? First thing.
Oh, there it is.
Is it Still Wants a Baby? Is that Species murder? She was way hotter in Species.
Dude, she is. I mean, that movie was only 5 years earlier. Look how hot she is.
But she looks sort of alienish. Do you know what I mean?
She doesn't look.
No, her head always. She's got a bit of a. She has like sharp fucking angles.
No, man, I like it.
You love Henstridge.
Love her.
I didn't realize you were all
hot.
about her.
I'm a Hentrich guy. Look how hot she is. Is that Michael?
Actually,
Michael
she's
Madsen?
Actually, she's strangely like in her prettiness looks like Becky Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I also picture that's how Becky Rodriguez would approach wanting a baby. It's robotically. I want a
Putting
baby.
a guy under the water.
Put baby in me. Yeah.
Dude,
Species murder, dude.
Oh, dude. But you know when she kisses him and it goes out the back and the tongue goes out the back of his head? Don't you remember that?
Yeah, but I don't remember where that's at.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got to watch Species. We got to watch it as a family.
Dude, jerk off on your own time. By the way, there's a thing just called Animals Hit by Cars, bro. I'll put that on in the background. It's going to be funny to hear in the background if we go, so Dan, what are you thinking about doing next time? He's like, oh, my God, a cow.
Oh, my God. Are these all just videos of animals getting smacked online? What the hell? No.
It's almost?
That's fake.
I don't know. It's not all fake. Oh, it's literally showing like stupid things like a bird. Does that even bother you if a bird gets killed?
Bird, not really. Dog.
So many birds.
Watch that video. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I've never seen a bird all fly off.
Do you remember in basketball when they taped over his Reggie Jackson home run with roadkill videos?
Yeah, dude. I don't know what's going to
You
come
just
out.
keep going,
Oh.
Dead.
I forgot that you could just watch Roadkill online now.
I didn't know until right this moment.
I forgot.
But I'm
I
so
used to-
excited by it.
Oh, no.
Booyah! Wow, I'll tell you what. I'm going to fall into a real hole with this at some point.
Yeah, because watching him just get bounced off the fucking fence.
Yeah. Elephant?
Oh, my God.
Gaga
You
Goots.
didn't have a dog growing up, did you?
I did not have a dog or a cat. Brandy. That's why my porn name would be Brandy Brockton.
Brandy Brockton. Oh, yeah. Did you have a dog growing up?
No, I had a cat.
Man, you all are cat people.
3 cats.
Weird.
What's Christine? What's your porn name again?
Felicia Stanford.
That's great.
That's good.
Oh, you want to fuck me? Oh, now you want to fuck me?
Such a good one. And Dan, yours was?
Izzy Nassau.
Izzy Nassau.
Or it could be Montana Mercer.
Tana Mercer's great.
I never had another pet ever. Oh yeah, no, I guess I did. So my second street, I could be. So let's see, it would be so the second pet. Oh yeah, Coconut Greensway.
That's great, dude.
Coconut Greensway the third.
Coconut Greensway the third definitely sounds either like a rich oil baron or a drag queen.
I'm a sexy bitch. Coconut Greensway the third. Look a haw. Oh, look a haw.
It was great after the holiday show, meeting everyone. The girl who gave us the fans was there.
Mm-hmm.
She there's a bunch of people there. It was just great to see all the campers that come out because we don't do shows in the winter anymore.
Yeah, we haven't in 2 years, so hopefully we'll be back on track to do that. It's always a fun thing.
Yeah.
I think next year we can go big, guys. Let's dream big next year.
Gramercy Theater?
I think so. I think next year we can make a real...
well, the tickets went so fast. It was like, I think, 2 days they were gone. So if we could get something...
Dude, if we did Gramercy Theater...
more people.
I think we make a big event, and then we have a backstage area, a real production. Maybe we can get music guests again, stuff like,
Well, yeah.
a little more space to work. Fun stuff we could do.
Dude, we could do a lot of fun at the Gramercy.
There's so much room for activities.
There is so much room for activities.
I'm gonna give Dead Rat his entire set.
Dead Rat.
I know. Well, I'm not going to be spoiler alerts, but the rat will rise again.
You don't think the rat's dead?
I don't. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe the rat's dead.
Rats don't die; they multiply.
I watched another video today. I never thought of until last night. Christine pointed it out at the stand. This is in no way, shape, or form saying the stand has any cleanliness issues. Someone just made a joke about in the summertime it's great when they can open the front door up, the whole front wall's door. Mm-hmm. And it was some guy made a joke. He goes, "Yeah, where the rats can just run right in." And I just went, never even considered that 1,000 times. How many places I've eaten where I'm sitting outside that's open the door? I go, yeah, I guess I just run right in there and just whatever.
Dude, Dos Caminos, when we had the cafe open, birds would come inside and get trapped.
Oh,
it's always funny.
A bird inside?
Yeah, there's the bird's freaking out.
It's
I still, in airports, when there's a bird swinging by, I go, ooh! I still make the noise.
You go, sorry, buddy. I am so sorry. Has there ever been a bird caught on a plane?
Go birds.
Oh, that would be so creepy. I mean, you just have to
it wouldn't even be creepy as much as it would I'd feel it'd be annoying.
Just a bird on a plane?
Oh my! Get this motherfucking bird off this motherfucking plane. I tell you, before I do it, before I would deal with a bird on a cross country or some kind of long trip on a plane, I'd be like, open the door and see what happens. I don't know. Everybody, hold on. And let's see if it sucks the bird out.
But imagine being a bird and then you get stuck in a plane in Denver, and then you fly to Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, but it's funny. Yes, the bird goes, you flew to Birmingham. And it gets off and it doesn't know where it's at.
It's like, where the fuck
What's
am
up?
I?
Oh, dude, I'm a New York pigeon.
Yeah, dude. That's what I mean. Like a New York bird.
Where's your fat white bitches at?
Especially by the way, flies get caught in cars or whatever, and it's like,
with what?
You're going, that fly. Like a fly getting in a car in your garage, and then you drive up to the mountains and the fly gets out, and it's like, no clue.
Ooh, breathe that air. I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache from how clean the air is up here.
Oh my God, the altitude. The altitude's fucking with me a little bit.
I got to tell my family, where's my family?
Oh my God. I only live for a day.
Where's my family?
I spent half of my life going to the other side of the world.
Dude, a bird getting off a plane and being confused. And somewhere else goes, where the Christ am I?
There's no snow.
Where's that Disney cartoon?
Yeah, dude, a bird getting off in Florida when it started in Colorado.
Disney, just knock on the door and let me and Dan give us the green light.
All right, Conan the King. And then we'll take the money from that and we'll write a new bird adventure movie for Pixar. We'll call it In Flight.
Well, we got to wrap this one up in a few minutes here.
Wait, you found one?
There's a couple videos of birds on plane, but not while they're in flight.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find one where it's
a
bird
was
kind of stowed away.
I want to see where the bird
First of all, a bird coming at you while you're on the plane. Go, gah, 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 gah.
You got to move into the middle seat?
Because the first couple times you go like, whoa, hey, this thing likes me, huh? For some reason, you're still being cool about it.
Like a bee?
This thing likes me. And by like,
yeah.
yeah.
Get
No English at it.
Get out of here!
Get off me!
Yeah.
No!
The bird's just scared little hummingbird.
I've screamed the word "stop" at a mouse before, like it was gonna go. I'm sorry, but I don't make you
Oh,
fucking.
man. Let me fold. Let me fold these bones and go back inside this wall.
Oh, dude, are you that pissed?
Are you pumped?
I thought we were fucking around.
Are you really mad?
Yeah. Are you mad for real?
Hey,
shit,
dude, I'll leave. Seriously though, can I ask you something? Are you really mad?
Dude, I'll go. Chill, man.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be mad, but I totally bit through your plastic garbage can.
Oh, if that makes you angry,
I thought we were cool.
you are gonna.
I should probably tell you this. I fucked 2 of my wives in your walls, and I have about 20 of my kids crawling around. So
I don't need you to feed them. I'm asking for a handout.
I'll leave.
Just give me an honest day's work and pay me a fair wage.
Make sure those lying bitches don't paint me as a deadbeat. Let them know I left because of you, dude.
Look, if you do me a favor, if one of the little ones come out, I'm about to go get smokes.
Dude,
because you seem to be freaking out.
I'm kind of glad we didn't get an assault charge from squirting anybody, but I definitely feel like we put out a vibe of don't fuck with us because we have water guns today.
We were marching around with water guns, in fairness, and then also making a bunch of elaborate videos.
Videos?
Where we look like we're crazy.
Yeah, well, we're going to tweet out those videos at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram. Don't forget to get tickets to go see Big J this Thursday through Saturday at Providence Comedy Connection. That's the 19th through the 21st. Then the 27th through the 29th, you can catch Big J at the San Jose Improv. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets. Go to cc.com/bonfire to see our website. Also going to have a new YouTube channel with a holiday show on Thursday.
Sticky. Oh, so many funny things. We had Merkface make an appearance. It was so fun. DanSoder.com for all things Dan Soder. A ton of tour dates coming up in 2020, including Los Angeles, San Diego, Boston, San Fran, Denver, D.C. Again, for tickets and all the tour dates, go to DanSoder.com. Make sure you check out the special Son of a Gary, available on HBO. Go HBO now. HBO on demand.
Yeah, thanks everyone that watched it. You guys have been really cool about it. It makes me feel happy.
Wait till you see Son of a Gary Part 2.
The Return of Gary.
Where Dan finds out he's had a niece the whole time.
Oh, my God. And the Mexican cartel took her. And the only way I can get her back is by doing voices.
I like, by the way, he goes, I'm going to take on the cartel with a knife.
Yeah, with a knife and a 9mm with 8 bullets.
We also left out the end of all the tunnels he has. He just has a fire-forging weaponsmith thing.
He's got a little cauldron that he made.
Yeah.
That he just does ironworking. We never even discussed that. That's how he makes all of his fun weapons. Where does he get these wonderful toys?
Or he makes them himself.
You're goddamn right.
Man, don't you want to forge something now?
I would love to forge.
Hey, if anybody can organize something for me and Dan, we're on the road where we can go make swords. That'd be great.
Dude, or both of us will come to you and forge a sword.
Oh, if you're drivable from New York, I will come bang out a sword.
I'll make it even better. If it's flyable. Which
Now,
everywhere's flyable.
What kind of sword would you make, dude? Would you go big Conan Viking or would
Broadsword?
you go katana?
I'd go broadsword.
I'd go katana.
Nah, broadsword. Just the king.
Nah.
King. See that iron go red?
I like what you're saying, and people probably would think I'd be more of like a battle axe, like a,
But a katana,
like
you have to fold. And that's a skill, dog.
Fold?
Yeah, katanas.
What do you mean?
Katana swords are metal folded on the metal, and all the air's out in between the metal.
Is that the name of the
What does
sword?
that
Wasn't
mean?
that the character on Mortal Kombat?
No, you're thinking of Baraka.
No, there is a katana.
Oh, katana.
Sure. But what are you saying? It's fold to fold what?
Yeah, look up how katana swords are made. They take the metal and then they keep folding it and like making it tight until there's like no air, so it's like sturdy metal.
Yeah. You think that causes a problem? Why?
Because broadswords are steel, dog.
Oh, you're saying I want something I can swing fast. I'm all about torque.
Yeah, I'm about one shot, break your bones, cut through your arm.
Yeah.
I'm William Wallace style.
Well, I can't wait to show you the Ninja game on Oculus.
Let's get into it. Let's do it right now.
It's pretty great.
Let's go do it right now.
We're at an hour 30. Yeah. We are.
Yeah.
Okay.
His timing was incredible.
Well, we're going to be live tomorrow. Lou, you can edit all that out.
Yeah, edit that out, Lou.
Sing for you, Jolly Fell.
We are going to be back live tomorrow on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then and then the live holiday show.
So our last 2 in-studio shows of the week are Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to have a good time.
We have a little bit of time off after that, but fun things coming up.
Also, the crew's busted their ass at Best of and Year in Review, so make sure you listen to that through the holidays. They did a really good job.
It's amazing. Also, if you want to catch, the Legion of Skanks are doing the live, taking over the Comedy Store.
Badass.
On New Year's Eve. Podcast already sold out. Believe there are still some tickets available for the stand-up show in the main room. Taking us right into the New Year, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Awesome lineup up there. We love you guys so much. Me and Dan are going to go watch UFC and eat pizza and wings now.
Maybe do some Oculus.
And probably do a little Oculus.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
I'll let you know if it turns out we're able to pause ESPN Plus.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out now. We love you guys. Crackle, crackle.
Crackle, crackle.
Bye.